In this half of our program, we have with us Uvonne Andoh, our volunteer coordinator. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Well, our last guest, Robin, we said, Robin, where are you? We don't know where to find you. If someone wanted to find you, where would that be?
I am located in Garden Ridge on the second floor.
Okay.
So right across Employee Health.
Okay.
So if you want to stop by, if you have a question, and you want to stop by my office, I am in Garden Ridge.
Or if you want to come and say, how can I volunteer?
Right.
What opportunities do you have to talk about today?
So we do have a need in Garden Ridge, especially the first one is with our mail delivery.
Okay.
I am searching for 2 volunteers in total, so Mondays and Wednesdays. So 1 volunteer on Monday and 1 volunteer on Wednesday.
And what does that person do?
So pretty much delivering mails to our residents. So the mails are already put in the cart for you. All you do is just stop by room to room.
Just roll it around.
Just roll it around.
Hello, how are you? Here's
Absolutely,
your mail.
Absolutely. And it will be on Mondays and Wednesdays. So either in the morning or in the afternoons, I'm able to work with your schedule.
Okay.
So we are in need of that.
That's good. So at Garden Ridge, the residents don't have mailboxes as we do here in independent living.
That is correct.
So they are lucky enough to have their mail delivered, but they need a little help.
They do, yes.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good. Well, I hope we can have someone step up to the plate for that.
I hope so too.
Yes.
That will be greatly appreciated.
Yes, right.
Our second volunteer opportunity was not on campus, but off campus. So, in the past, we had volunteers volunteer at Crestwood Elementary School. As of now, it is full. They have more than enough volunteers.
So exciting.
Absolutely. So now, I'm looking for volunteers for Garfield Elementary School, which is 3 minutes away from Crestwood.
Okay.
So we are looking for volunteers, and it's the same process as Crestwood, where, of course, you have to fill out a volunteer application, and then you have to do a background check and a fingerprinting, because it is the school system.
Sure.
We have to be mindful of who comes to the school and assists the kids out there. So it is pretty much the same process as Crestwood, but instead of Crestwood, it will be Garfield Elementary School.
Now, do we provide transportation to the schools?
Transportation is provided by Grace Presbyterian Church.
Okay.
So they are graciously, they come over to Green Spring on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And pick up residents beginning at 10:40. So they stop by every clubhouse. So
okay. So you don't have to meet at one place.
No, you don't. So it stops at Garden Ridge, because we do have a volunteer in Garden Ridge.
Good.
It stops at Town Center, Village Square, and then Hunter's Crossing.
Okay, and it's always on Wednesday.
Always on Wednesday.
And it's every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
So if I volunteer, what do I do when I get to the school? What are my duties?
Your duties, so pretty much assisting in the classroom, so helping out, in the classroom with the teacher, reading to the students, or helping them read, as well as helping them solve math problems.
Okay.
And I know we also have one volunteer who helps out in the library and also helps the kids, because Crestwood and Garfield are Title IX schools, so you have kids who are from, immigrant family, and sometimes it's challenging.
English may not be the first language.
So we do have a volunteer who assists with that, helping, the kids learn how to read in English and how to even speak in English.
Sure.
So these are the opportunities at Crestwood, and it's similar to Garfield as well.
So the bus leaves 10-ish, and then
gets back at noon, right on time for lunch.
So it's not like you're there all day. You're there probably about a little over an hour.
Yes, that is correct.
Good. But I bet the teachers really appreciate the assistance.
In the classroom, they do.
Yes.
They do. So if you are interested, and you do not have to be, a teacher in your past life, but it's just a passion and caring for kids and being able to assist the kids at Garfield.
And that's good for the kids too, to have interaction with their families may be here maybe without grandparents, and they don't have grandparents in their life.
Absolutely.
So this is good for them also. That's a really good program.
It is. It is.
Okay.
My third volunteering opportunity will be in the Salon of Garden Ridge.
Okay.
So once again, just needing volunteers to assist our residents in the salon. Pretty much your responsibility will be to bring residents to their appointment in the salon, and then wait for them and take them them back.
Okay,
You
so
know?
so you're not doing anything other than transporting.
Just transporting. You're
Yes.
not washing hair. You're not cutting.
That's good.
Yes, you're just transporting, and we ask that at least commit to an hour a week.
Okay.
And that, you know, we seeing you assisting us. We also give you a complimentary haircut, shampoo.
You can't knock that.
Absolutely, you cannot.
Now you get a haircut for each time you do it, or how is it you build up points?
It's not building up points, but the more hours you put in, you know, I would talk to the salon manager, and then you can schedule a time to come in. So whenever you want, you know, your hair done, you are able to do that.
That could be a big savings right there.
A huge savings.
And they have some very good stylists in
They
that
do.
salon also.
They do.
That's
They
good.
do.
So that's just helping people who aren't able to get themselves to the salon to help them look beautiful and feel good about themselves.
And also just to relieve some stress off the nurses and the aides. You know, there's a lot of, you know, residents they have to take care of. So just having that extra hand, just assisting them goes a long way.
One thing they don't need to worry about.
Absolutely.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yes.
And if I want to volunteer to do that, I should contact you.
Please contact me. Either stopping by my office, you know, coming all the way down to Garden Ridge, or you can just email me or call me as well.
And tell us your phone number.
It is 703-923-3154.
923-3154.
If you are calling internally, it's 604-3154.
Okay.
And my email is my first name, UVONNE, dot my last name, ANDOH@erickson.com.
Okay. Yours is an easy one.
Yes.
Some people have numbers in
I
with
know.
theirs.
It's just
and
my
that gets
first dot
confusing.
last name. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
My fourth volunteer opportunity. Well, it's not really a volunteer opportunity, but it's just pretty much enlightening the volunteer hour forms. I have had a lot of questions about where can I find the forms? Can can I submit the forms to you via email? Yes, you can. If you are looking for a hard copy of the volunteer hour forms, you can stop by any front desk. They will have a copy for you. Also, it is on My Erickson, the link to the form, so you can
get to the
print
form.
it. Yes,
you can't fill it out on My Erickson.
You can print it out.
You can print it.
Absolutely. And then I can also email you the forms by Excel, not PDF. Excuse me, where you can just fill it out and just email it to me.
Okay.
So there are various ways for you to get the forms.
So why is it important that you know how many hours people work?
It is important, you know, Erickson being a nonprofit 501c organization, and we having the volunteering program here. It is very important to just track the hours, and it also builds the community just to see how many, you know, volunteers we have, the work that volunteers are doing. That helps, you know, to boost the community.
It helps the community
a lot. It helps the community a lot. And, you know, we can tell from, you know, the works that our volunteers do, the work they put in, the dedication and the hours.
Right.
Aside from that, too, we like to recognize our volunteers. At the end of the year, we have the Presidential Award where we recognize our volunteers with a pin based on how many hours you put in, as well as a certificate, just to say thank you.
And it's very nice.
Right, just to say thank you. And I know a lot of people don't, you know, they volunteer because they want to volunteer, not for recognition, but we also like to recognize our volunteers as well.
I was thinking the other day, if there's one word in the English language that I wish nobody here at Green Spring would use, it's the word they. Because I hear people saying, well, they should do this and they should do that. We are they.
Yes.
Yes, and we need to get out there and volunteer and find something. There was a gentleman here earlier in the week. We were talking about horseshoes. And I was saying, you know, get out of your apartment, go and play horseshoes. And he made the wisest suggestion. He said, just get out of your apartment. Go and sit in the lobby and visit with someone who looks lonely.
Right.
Make some friends.
Absolutely.
It's just, there are so many things to do.
So many. There's so many
There's no reason to just sit in your apartment.
That is true. And you can always join different groups. There's so many groups on campus, you know.
And they might not be the right one for you, but try it.
But try, yes. Or like you suggested, just sit in the lobby. You're able to connect that way.
And sometimes we see some people who spend a lot of time in our lobbies. And really, I'm sure that they just love to have somebody come and visit with them a little bit.
Yes.
So that's
I'm so glad you talked about the visiting. That was my next volunteer opportunity in Garden Ridge. So we do have a group called Friends Visiting Friends in Garden Ridge. Pretty much is a group where they come over to Garden Ridge and visit our Garden Ridge residents on their birthdays.
Oh, how
so
nice.
Aside from just visiting our residents, they also give our residents birthday cards and then roses.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so it is an amazing group,
That's great.
and it
that's
helps.
a really feel-good opportunity, I'm sure.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So if you are interested in being a part of that group, you can contact Mary Pettit, or you can contact myself, and then I'll relate that information to her.
What a good program.
It is. It's an amazing. I've been able to sit in their meetings, and it's just amazing.
And
the
that
dedication.
Way nobody's forgotten on
Yes,
their birthday.
the dedication they put into it, coming all the time just to figure out who we need to visit, what we need to do is just amazing.
And we have a lot of people who don't get a lot of visitors.
That is true.
And we're running out of time. Any last minute anything?
No, pretty much that was all the need of volunteers.
If you
for
feel like
Garden
volunteering,
Ridge.
if you'd like to try something, go and visit with Uvonne, Uvonne Andoh,
That's
on the
right.
second floor of Garden Ridge.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay.